Hello.
Hello.
How's
洒落た
everybody doing?
夜に流れ
It's
る
a
メロディ
melody. I don't know any of the words to that song, but I like it a lot.
I know the first line.
But you sang it at karaoke.
Uh, I don't, I don't remember lyrics. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't. I can only remember lines. That's why I'll never do karaoke without lyrics.
Understandable.
Oh,
I
a
like.
curry and friend.
Yeah, it's Noel. I forgot to put him in my description. Now that I think about it, let me do that.
I'm just some guy. Oh, I'm a cringe tuber. Oh,
You're not cringe.
some guy. Nice to meet you.
Introduce yourself, some guy.
Uh, Hello, I am Noel Auclair. Um, my thing says I'm a cringe tuber on my Twitter.
Oh, really?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, it does.
He is very funny, so go check him out.
All I do is I make your emotes.
I mean that's worth something for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, he's gonna be helping me out with the narration because my tongue still hurts after a fucking week.
Yeah, I'm here to cover ground.
Should have made a Gylardia joke. I don't know if that would roll with
What is a
Noel or not.
Gylardia? Is it
It
a
would work for
Pokemon?
me, but no, you're thinking of like Gardevoir.
Oh. Oh. Huh? What is
Gyl-
Gylardia?
Gylardia is a character in Tales of the Abyss. And
Oh, the one I didn't play.
yeah, because you can't play it anywhere easily. Just watch my playthrough.
Yar, haha, yar, yar.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, enter the amazing guy.
Enter the amazing guy.
Somewhere between mine and yours is actually how the line goes in the game.
Wait, oh, is there something like that?
Yeah, that's why I said it. He
Enter the
he
amazing
literally says
guy.
that. He jumps off of like a land ship onto the ground in front of everybody, says enter the amazing guy, and then
Enter the amazing guy.
takes like well he rescues a hostage, uh dodges some bullets and yeah,
I
smiles
can
like
rescue hostages and dodge bullets. I don't know.
you should
I
play
should
Tales
play
of the
the game.
Abyss. You should.
I should. I wanted to play it with my friends, but
Hmm.
it's too hard to play it online.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to. I don't know if you can. Yeah, like, well,
We like ran an emulator, like I think we ran one of the Tales games on Parsec, and then we would just play with insane delay.
that is insane.
We got pretty far. I think we got like we were playing Graces, and we got past the entire child part, and then like there was some part where Asbel comes back from like war back to his town. I don't remember. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hi Ben, how you doing? From war, man. If
Yeah,
only Asbel went to war, I feel like I would like.
he didn't go to war.
He didn't.
Thought he did.
He like was he did he did
There was
he?
like a fight in his town, and like his town, like his hometown, got like hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I finished the child part and then ended my current playthrough.
I
I have to
would
go
go to
back to
war
it.
for Richard.
Okay, actually valid. Oh, the coup at the
Yeah,
beginning. Oh,
he's
that
pretty
makes
hot.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah, good point.
Did I
I
ever
need to
tell
play
you?
races
Huh?
more. I need to play
You
races
should.
again. I like
D-
races.
yeah. Did I tell you I have a letter that was written in character from a Richard role player, like addressed to me?
Why? Why?
Well, It was like back on like my Tumblr roleplay days, and I was like roleplaying Mikleo, and then they wrote like a letter to Mikleo. It was so cool. It was for Christmas.
Aw, that's lovely.
Yeah, I
Our
still
peers
have
are
it.
so cute.
I agree. They were nice. That was a nice person.
Yeah. It's nice when you can meet this kind of people in the fandom.
Yeah.
Ah, my tongue hurts. Okay, anyway, we should probably get started. Maybe. Our peers are cute.
Thanks,
Yes, you are
Ulu.
cute. Yes, you are cute. It's a little gay. Is the entire like? Oh wait, I accidentally resized my window. Um, I feel like the entirety of Graces is just a little gay. I guess like I don't do
Just a
anything.
little bit.
I'll leave it as it is. I tried making it bigger, but then it just made the black part bigger.
Oh yeah, I see it.
They tried really hard to hide it and just made it worse. So true. I need to play races again. Maybe after I'll figure out what I want to do after I play Arise.
What if we run it on Parsec?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I have the game though.
Wait, what is it on?
It's on PS3.
Oh, but I can't join.
You can well maybe when you come down here we can play it
Oh,
together.
wait, that's actually a pretty good idea.
I'd be
Okay.
down.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
All right. After like talking about a completely different game series. Is this okay? I can't
Okay,
tell.
everyone knows you play a lot of Tales.
All right, I cannot stop talking about Tales games. Sorry for the derail. No, I mean I'm the one that derailed, honestly. um, who is talking right now? What is this? I could barely hold the book. I'm just gonna jump right in. My hands trembled as fear and rage bristled through me.
Wait, what happened last time?
I got to the end of chapter 1, so we met Natsume, and that's pretty much it. Um, he
Hmm.
he like uh what was it? Like he watched all his friends die, went back in time, and then um met a dude at the funeral at his own funeral who was taunting him about something, and then it faded to black, and now we're here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Actually, do you want to voice Natsume?
Sure. I feel like I sound like him. What is this? Why must they go through things like this? I mean, they were meant to become happy.
Should I be reading this or should it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I can read it. I
okay.
mean, I'm here to help.
Thanks. I
I
appreciate you.
cherish them. They were meant to find happiness. And yet, it's all Mamiya's fault. They all died because of them. I gently placed the book on the desk. The so-called reality that had taken place within its pages was still somewhat difficult for me to accept. What in the world is Mamiya anyway? And what's the story?
How did you find your first job, Natsume?
Oh. As I stood there with my head hung low, a girl in a librarian uniform called out to me.
Whoa. The sudden, like, OST. Wow, that is, like, actually pretty intense. Hold on a second. We'll just make it a little bit lower.
Oh, this piano recital's going crazy.
I know, right? I always feel like the, like, BGM is particularly loud in this game.
Hmm.
I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. Judging by the look on your face, I'm assuming the direction of the story was rather difficult to ascertain. You get stories like this every now and then. Stories that leave room for many interpretations. Although, that is precisely why spectators like you are necessary.
Collected as usual, she adjusted her glasses, making them gleam as she gave me a look. It made me painfully aware that this was now my reality. My name was Natsume.
Let me check something real fast. Hold on. Oh, this is why. Okay. I have you at like 150 from last time. Let me turn you down.
I'm so loud now.
Yeah.
It was just my Windows settings.
This violin goes crazy. Alright.
Holy shit, they're going. The very same man who is being mourned. I recall dying once, but the next thing I knew, I somehow found myself in this place.
I must say that I'm surprised. There has never been a case of a person who had memories from before they became a spectator.
But the smile that seemed to say, and that's why no one even remembers their real names, the woman reached for a nearby pot. I watched as a matter of red liquid slowly filled the fancy teacup, making steam lazily rise into the air. The woman motioned for me to take a sip. As I did, the rich scent of the black tea immediately calmed my nerves.
It's also exceedingly rare to get your own story as your first job.
I was surprised myself. I never would have imagined that the world I live in was like this. I mean, inside a book.
Well, you see, the people living in there know nothing about the existence of this world. Ironically, they may unearth ruins of ancient, underground cities, yet never find out about kingdoms in the sky.
I placed my cup into the saucer and slowly looked around. There were bookshelves extending as far as the eye could see. They reached into the sky, and the ceiling was so high up I couldn't actually see where they ended. I felt as though this place was an amalgam of all the libraries in the world.
Passable. Congratulations! You've been chosen from countless other souls to become a spectator.
The first time I'd heard that, I could barely process it. I thought I had died, but then I ended up waking up in a place like this. It made me seriously question whether or not the entire situation, including my own death, was nothing more than a strange dream. Having said that, I couldn't even remember how I died. But when I opened that book, it started with my own funeral. I even knew some of the attendees. And now I remembered it again. The tragic fate that befell someone I cherished from the bottom of my heart.
You mustn't lose heart.
Miss Librarian?
I realize how awfully unfortunate it must be to still retain memories from your past life. I have to admit, our Lord can truly be mischievous at times.
Thanks for the consideration. Honestly though, I don't know if I'm really cut out for this. Just knowing I'd have to witness their deaths all over again,
There's hardly a need to worry. I'm certain you'll do a splendid job.
The woman placed down her empty cup and looked me in the eye with a gaze full of confidence.
Remember, you've been chosen for a reason. The room you were in a short while ago will serve as your private quarters, and I do believe I've already given you a general explanation of this facility, correct?
Yes, thank you very much. I must say though,
Yes?
the place is almost like heaven. She had explained to me how people lived here. From the private rooms of the spectators to the lavish resting area, everything about this place was wonderful. I was especially intrigued by the cafeteria. Although we technically didn't need to eat, we were still supplied with food for recreational purposes. The peace and comfort I had never known in life was easily and readily accessible here. Back when I was alive, I thought the happiest place in the world was under my warm sheets. But this place blew everything I'd known out of the water.
While here, a wealth of wisdom, pleasure, and bliss will be at your fingertips. As one of the chosen, you can have it all. And finally, Allow me to introduce you to your work area.
Wow.
This is the main room where spectators and librarians fulfill their duties. Don't be distracted now, and stay close to me.
I'm sorry.
This space is really cute.
He's cute.
You needn't be. Make sure to steer clear of the darkness, however. Get too close and you won't be able to come back.
Her words sent a chill down my spine. I took another look around as she led me onward and saw... books. Books as far as the eye could see. The paths between the bookshelves felt like they could go on forever. A single wrong turn will likely leave you trapped in here forever. How do you reach books that high?
That's what we librarians are for.
The fact that she actually heard my silly mutter made me blush.
Don't hesitate to call us should the need arise. We will always bring you to the materials you need for your job. Of course, we will also help you if you find yourself lost.
Right. I felt like it wouldn't be long until I need her help. Do you manage all these?
Yes. Though, since their number keeps growing without end, there are ones even I don't know about.
I imagine so. I saw books placed next to each other that seemed almost identical at first glance. It's so strange. It's supposed to be my first time here, yet something about the place feels almost nostalgic.
Oh, but that's only natural. You humans used to be here before you acquired your bodies.
I was?
Yes. Humans are beings with a creator, and as such, they are bound to pass through this world in the heavens. Yet, in order to manifest as beings of flesh, they must also pass the river of oblivion. That's why the people down below don't remember the existence of this world.
I see. That would explain this odd feeling of nostalgia.
Normally, upon becoming spectators, people pass the river of oblivion once more. It's quite peculiar that you still retain your memories. But I suppose there are exceptions in every world.
Chuckling, I touched the spine of a book at my eye level. So this book chronicles the entire life of a person from human history?
Indeed, it does. It contains all the established historical truths.
Historical truths, despite the sheer amount of books in here? I learned my fair share of the world history as a student, but even still, this amount seemed excessive.
There exists more than one world, you see. You might not know of them, but there are as many as, if not more than, there are stars in the sky.
You mean parallel worlds? She took one of the books and gave me a smile.
In some worlds, certain wars never came to pass. Others are inhabited by radically different types of animals. Many of these books can't even be imagined by someone of your world.
You're saying that there are even worlds like the ones we see in fantasy novels and such?
Indeed, although that fact alone holds little significance in your case, considering they're not the worlds you'll be responsible for. Each world has slightly different histories and cultures, but the volume is so immense that we are unable to record everything that happens.
I'm assuming that's where our spectators come into the picture, right? She turned around to face me.
You look exhausted. Why not have a seat? I've already explained your job as a spectator, but I imagine the repeated observations gave you some new questions, so I'll explain it all over again.
Please do.
People tend to dislike my explanations due to being too verbose. God, she's me. Instead, I prepared an easy-to-digest song. A song? Hold on a second. I accidentally unplugged something. Hold on.
What?
There we go.
You did?
You'll be able to check it again in writing, so do take your time and listen. Oh my god. So, this world has many possibilities that will probably be considered. You should know this now that you observed the world a few times. The amount of what-ifs is countless. I see. Let us compare stories that were already spectated in the story you were assigned to. I wish I could actually, like, sing this. The text of the stories without any historical truths that are short and only get the gist of it. The text you're assigned to is still merely a rough outline akin to prophecies and fortunes. It is the bare minimum truth. I cannot read this. Oh my god. Listen, Mr. Natsume, this story you spectated is progressing.
She's
Oh
talking
my
so
god.
fast.
He's going so fast. This is definitely on purpose, but man, this music is so overwhelming. I like how he just like comes closer and closer to the camera every once in a while.
So cute.
You're quite the slow-paced worker, I see.
Dude, this is literally Umineko.
I haven't read Umineko. Understand, let me say this again.
This is what Umineko feels like.
Spectate this book of truths. You're not allowed to interfere in any way. Look at the lines upon lines of possibilities, and as they're writing the optimal story, decide its truths. That is the job of a spectator like you. I see. Wait, is that stuff put into the log? Oh my god, it is. That's so long.
It's okay, we watched it.
We did. Oh, is there anything that like I missed in particular? Interpretable margin chances each time you read it. Huh. Oh, okay, so the text you assign is no more than a rough outline. The bare minimum, so we're using... So basically, the creator, or like our Lord, has created a story outline and gives it to his interns and says, finish this for me, please.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, I respect it. Was I too fast? I believe you should now be able to check everything again in writing, but should I sing again?
No.
I think we're good.
No, I understood that completely.
Oh, I'm so glad. That means all my nightly practice sessions paid off. With that settled, I'm looking forward to the fruits of your labor.
I wish I had more confidence, though. The idea that it's my job to decide historical truths and how the stories will go, well, it's a bit too much. Why was I even picked to become this spectator anyway? I gotta say, this place sure is big. Unaware that I was lost, I continued talking to myself. Me. What does it mean to observe
You get
anyway?
lost easily?
Yes.
Oh, rip.
I get lost in my neighborhood.
Bro. I like willfully get lost.
All that? Oh no, I get lost.
I like willfully get lost, like if I'm going like for a walk. Like when
I don't know my directions.
when I was like during the summer, I have more free time, so I go for like really long walks. Especially when like everything was like closed down a few years ago, and so I would just like walk, and then like when I came to a fork, just pick a random area and then just keep on going, and then be like, oh okay, let's keep on going. Let's go this way now. Oh, now I know where I am. I think it's time to go home. Let's go this way.
I remember one time I went like to the city to find a store, and I didn't really know the area, so I had my phone open on Google Maps. And it was like, oh, it's to the left, like it's on the left side. I was like, okay, it's west. And then I start following it, but then my GPS is going the wrong way, and I'm like, oh no. And then I walk like a whole circle around the crosswalk, and I couldn't figure out which side I was on. So I was like, okay, if it's west, then I just need to look at the sun. And then I looked up, and the sun's on top of me. I was like, which way does it set in the west? Like, which way did it come from?
I'm guessing it was noon.
I think it was like the afternoon.
Yeah, it'd be right above you if it's noon.
Even it doesn't matter because it would just be in the sky anyways. I wouldn't know where it came from.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Average day.
What I wouldn't give to like live in your head every once in a while.
Oh, do you really want it?
I don't know. I feel like it can't be any worse than my head.
I think they're both crazy brains in different ways.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. You'll just get lost.
Oh, yeah. I do like being able to like generally tell my direction. I can't like we were having this conversation recently in my family where like being able to like tell directions but like not being able to give like road names because that's how I tell directions. It's like, okay, I know that you go to the stoplight, you turn right, you go down like two stoplights and then you turn left, that kind of thing.
I
Um
kind of know names based on like stores that are at certain intersections.
yeah, I do landmarks, which is like a bad idea. My chat is not working. I did not realize it until just now.
Oh,
Where is my chat?
chat, are you alive?
Oh, this is why. There's everybody. Why did I hide
Who would
it?
want to be sane anyway?
Oh, I hid it because I was messing around with my Hoodle board. That's why.
I
All right, back on topic.
don't want to see any of them die ever again. Only I could save them.
You're lucky no one else heard that. You might have been seen as a dangerous element and promptly eliminated.
Who's there?
Uh,
A mischievous, muffled voice rang out from the darkness. Ooh. As I looked for the source, I found a door that seemed to have just appeared out of thin air. It didn't fit the surroundings at all. Yeah, like Mickey Mouse. Are you behind this? As I brought my ear closer to the door, I heard a man's voice. It sounded strange, both standoffish and reverberating.
How do I be standoffish and reverberating?
Give me your best standoffish.
You're the new spectator, aren't you?
Yes, a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You should really be careful with what you say, though. They say you've been chosen, but spectators are easily replaceable. Though, if you want to know what happens to dead people when they die again, be my guest and do whatever the hell you want.
What the man had told me from beyond the door sent a chill down my spine. My instincts told me that the scenario he described would be a fate worse than death. Oh, who are you?
Didn't the librarian tell ya? Spectators got no names, just like you, right?
But I do have a name. It's Natsume.
Well, thank you for the hydrate. I have been drinking water because it helps my tongue.
Hello, Core. Core.
Yeah, hi, Core.
I need a drink.
Yeah, you need to be reminded to hydrate.
I know water.
Water. My tongue is not healed yet because my mouth sucks. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. I hope my tongue is better soon too. It's like I can talk like or part of the reason why Noelle is here is because I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk that much.
Yeah, just split the game in half.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Cause yeah, like I can talk, but it makes my like my entire mouth feel weird, and like I also don't like I don't know if it's noticeable or not, but at least it feels noticeable to me, where like the way that I talk is a little awkward now because like my tongue is like a little swollen.
I don't hear anything, so
That's
I think
good.
it probably just hurts.
I'm glad. Like I can feel like there's like this is gross, but it's like more saliva, and I have to keep on like doing shit into my mouth while we're talking. Yeah. Ah. Right. Oh really? What were you influenced by?
I have memories from before I came here.
Now that's something.
His tone had changed. couldn't see him, but he sounded right in a way that was different from the librarian.
I'm glad it's not noticeable. Like, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing then.
Which is why I chose to tell him something I hadn't told her. Actually, I can't say I approve of the stories I saw during my observations.
That's so?
They were my friends, and they were supposed to lead happy lives. But all their stories ended up with their deaths, caused by some incomprehensible being called MAMIYA. It shouldn't be allowed to happen.
Shouldn't be allowed, you say?
Do you know something?
No, I don't know anything about whatever you're in charge of. I just thought the spectators sure were a diverse bunch.
Are you a spectator yourself?
Who knows?
What should I do? I would do anything to make them happy, but...
Spoken word has power, you know. Are you serious?
I sure am. The person behind the door fell silent for a good moment. I simply continued staring at the heavy door, waiting for him to resume.
So, do you want to know how to interfere?
Interfere?
Didn't the librarian give you an explanation?
Well, she did, in her own eccentric way. But she also emphasized that that interference is forbidden, that we mustn't get involved.
They're dogs who only care about efficiency. Don't mind them. That said, ordinary spectators wouldn't bother with it because they can't be bothered. But you, tragically, are no ordinary spectator.
Yes, I have my memories. I recall the time spent with them.
So you want to ensure that they end up happy. Obviously, there's always a chance that you'll fail and nothing will change. Your safety isn't guaranteed either. You might end up dying yourself while in the story.
But I'm already dead.
If you're gonna interfere, you won't just be watching stuff unfold from way on high. You become a character in the story, so you'd obviously be able to die. So what will it be? Will you keep on observing as your friends die, or risk your own life to try and change the ending? Choice is yours.
Life in this place does sound tempting. There wouldn't be a single dull moment. But if it comes at the cost of their happiness, I don't need it. For that, I wouldn't even mind dying.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? You don't have to die anymore, yet you're still willing to take the risk?
Well, I'm already dead.
But that means precious little in this world. You made it here, didn't you?
Still, I don't care how many times I'll have to die. I just want to give them the endings they deserve. Alright. There's a book with a black cover before me. I took a deep breath as I looked at it. I would interfere with the story. The mysterious person behind the door told me I could do it. But I had no idea if I could even trust him. Deciding the truths, huh? I gently ran my fingers along the cover. This brief written work contained countless possibilities, and I had to pick one of them. In that case, let it be a different possibility than the ones before. I pleaded before reading the first line. Tokyo. During the year in which the world was prophesied to end.
Good.
Oh, was that the line? Mommy died.
Yeah.
Mommy, I died. Under a dull monochrome sky, the rain fell heavy upon the concrete below. More silhouettes had gathered, and the gloomy weather hid their expressions well. None of them had umbrellas. Hanging their heads, they merely stood in place. Oh my god, are you ready for Yamato Nikaido? None of them showed any willingness to move, let alone speak. The tallest man in the group stood with his arms dangling powerlessly at his side, while the heavy rain drenched his dark, inky locks.
Is that the dude that Kato's friends with?
Find out soon. It's Yamato Nikaido.
Yeah, basically.
Even covered in droplets. The large glasses on the man to his side did little to hide the pain in his expression. The dark blue blazer of the young man next to him was completely soaked, making it weigh heavily on his shoulders. The last person was a beautiful young girl with chestnut-colored hair. A veil of grief had come over her eyes. She bit into her tiny lips, seemingly as if to hide her emotions. It was a mystery what the four had in common. All of them seemed deeply hurt, but they weren't supporting each other. It was evident that they were all strangers. Suddenly, someone broke the silence. MAMIYA! None of the four had the energy left to tell which one of them had spoken up. However, the name made all four of them look up. And then their eyes finally met. They stared at each other with pale lips and faces. What is this? I hadn't interviewed at all. Until now, whenever I spectated, the story began with my funeral. And yet... where did they go? Where are Kikuchi, Ryo, and the others?
I like how he points out Ryo out of everybody.
I want to find out about the entity that brings the pain, MAMIYA. So what was that MAMIYA died line at the start? MAMIYA died? I found it hard to believe that MAMIYA would die so easily. More importantly, who are these people? I spent a moment in thought, but came up with no answer. For now, I'll just see how this story goes. Whoa, new people.
Imagine that like you get reincarnated in like this heaven area, and like you as a person when you were alive hated reading. Conversely, if you were like dyslexic or like just
Good
illiterate in general, and then they're like, okay, you now your entire purpose in like existence is reading all of these books.
I'll just set a couple of books on fire and then they'll kill me.
Better than just like hanging out and not doing anything.
I guess. They'll fire you anyways.
True.
Oh my god, it's Yamato Nikaido.
Can you
from
like?
Idolish 7.
I know, right? Channel Shirai. Excuse
He
me.
literally looks like Kira.
How does his voice go? Like that particular drawl of his, like, "Excuse me, one coffee, please." I don't know. If Nikaido, like Yamato, was English. Oh, it is Samejima.
Oh my god, it's the guy from Black Butler.
Yeah. Honestly, I was gonna say that until I realized that I recognized him. I was gonna say,
Can I even do a British accent?
Can you?
A bottle of water.
I guess that works.
Can I have a cup of tea?
Have I done an English accent before? And another one for me. How about you two? I don't know.
And another one for me. How about you two?
How do we do English accents? I don't even remember how much.
I don't know.
I've like done them before, but like I don't know if I.
Another one. Another one.
That's like a very specific like English accent.
I don't know. I'm just making noises.
And another one for me.
Another one for me. How about you two? You two.
I was trying to dissect the like English, like British English phonemes in like 2 minutes.
I'm trying to be
I'm trying to be British.
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 Why are we making him British, by the way?
Because he's Sebastian.
Is Sebastian British in the dub?
Wasn't he like voiced with a British accent?
I don't remember. Because I didn't watch. I don't remember if I watched the dub. Was he?
I could have sworn he was British.
I believe you.
He was like, I'm one hell of a butler. Or something like that. Okay, I'll be Samajima.
Alright, have fun.
Oh, right. And another one for me. How about you two? The tall man looked questioningly at the two people in school uniforms, who ended up requesting the same order as him. Oh, there's more people. The waitress took their orders and walked away, once again leaving the four people to their awkward silence. Oh my god,
that is a
girl.
very odd way. I feel like you okay. Niigaki. It's always interesting when they add
the
like
anime girl?
If you really want to.
I want to be an anime girl.
Alright, be the anime girl then.
Hell yeah.
So that leaves me Toma.
Toma.
I think I got his like car. Like they like Steam gives out trading cards though, and I was just like I got him after the first time that I played this game, and I was like, who the hell is this?
It's Toma from Idol 7.
Oh, you're right.
They were drenched in rain. The warmth inside the cafe had dried them up a bit, but they could still easily catch a cold. None of them seemed to care though. They had something far more important to worry about than the cold. The girl who had been trembling finally broke down in tears. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mamiya. No one said a thing. Not even a word of consolation. They simply felt the weight of the silence pressing down on them, almost as if they themselves were crying.
Here's your order. 4 coffees.
I love coffee. The silence was broken when the cold-eyed waitress returned with their drinks. Regaining some of their composure, the four watched as hot steam billowed up from the coffee. Some began drinking right away, whilst others suffered in silence as they remembered him. What would you say to some reminiscing? The suggestion came from the tallest man.
Reminiscing about what?
What else? Mamiya, of course. The very air seemed to freeze around them. It felt as though the coffee would go cold in a matter of seconds. What if I gave it my best James Pokemon impression? Can I even do that?
James Pokemon, go
I don't
for
even
it.
think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'll speak in the same cadence.
What does James sound like? So how about it? I think it would help us process things and get our feelings in order.
So, how about it? I think it would help us process things and get our feelings in order.
Like, highly, like, nasal.
His silent tone made him seem emotionally unfazed.
What is a silent tone? How do you have a silent tone?
I don't know. Which only served to amplify the anxiety of the other three. In fact, not even he knew why he had said something like that. He didn't actually want these strangers to know about the memories he had shared with Mamiya. However, he did want to know how Mamiya was reflected in their eyes. This conflict was shared by all four of them.
You start then. You're the one who suggested it, so it's only fair.
Very well. I'll tell you about the Mamiya I knew. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I couldn't remember when I met him. He was always by my side as an invaluable part of my everyday life. I keep saying him and he, but if I'm honest, even now, I don't actually know his gender. Don't even know if he's a man or a woman. Was this asexuality of his just a product of his youth? Many say that when boys are most juvenile, they're closer to girls than ever.
What? Okay.
I don't know. Mamiya seemed to be this idea made manifest. He had the smile of an omnipotent god, and ill fit for his otherwise small frame. There was no need for sex there. It was like a privilege of something holy.
This monologue is something.
That was what I had on my mind day by day, at least.
Hold on. Yes.
The three were listening to him with puzzled expressions. But the one to finally break the silence was the beautiful girl.
While I wouldn't say he didn't have anything androgynous about him, Mamiya was so obviously a man.
Really? I couldn't tell at all.
Huh? I can't believe you. You can tell at first glance. Mamiya was easily taller than glasses over here, and he had an Adam's apple.
With the girl suddenly pointing at him, the spectacled man was surprised for a moment, then furrowed his brow even more. The tall man parted his lips slightly and waited for the girl to speak.
Wait.
Hmm? Boom, 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 boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Boots and cats and 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 boots. I'm a pretty good beatboxer.
I love when I get randomly invaded.
Oh my god, same.
You finished this one?
Yeah. I was just
Yeah, I know.
beatboxing.
I was still listening even though like I was muted.
Mamiya, he taught at my school.
Oh, he like actually interacted with the world?
Yeah, he was a high school science teacher. He had trimmed his hair and always wore a lab coat and a turtleneck. He seemed fairly popular among female students and was well liked by the guys too. He was probably very good at teaching. He used to smile all the time, almost sadistically so. His hands were large and bony. I mean, I hate men, but his hands were special. Mamiya had always been sensitive to the nuances in other people's hearts. He also knew exactly what was going on in mine. He never told me where he lives, how old he is, or if he's married. But that school was a dreadful, suffocating place, and Mamiya was the only one I could unconditionally trust.
That ain't right.
The next one to talk was a spectacled man. He was the only one who'd emptied his coffee cup. Now carrying one bit for the girl's scornful gaze, he was a very picture of audacity.
You don't have much luck with men, do you?
Excuse me?
Listen here, Mamiya is a woman. If you can mistake that for a dude, you must have some messed up standards for men.
Ew.
And you there. Mamiya is no child, she's clearly an adult.
Oh, really? And what makes you think that?
Mamiya is the only woman I've genuinely loved.
I doubt anyone else will have such a huge impact on me. Not in this life, that's for sure. Well, she did have a somewhat masculine way of speaking, I'll give you that. That's hardly justification enough for outright declaring her to be a guy. There was this unique aura about her, like she knew exactly what she wanted and wouldn't allow anyone to interfere. She was intelligent, insightful, and independent to boot. A real girl boss. She usually wore a racing jacket on her shoulders and enjoyed the kind of tobacco only oddballs would appreciate.
Mamiya, truly girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep. Nobody knows what they look like. Nobody knows what they actually are like.
You're all talking about the same person, question mark? I inhaled that smoke more times than I could count. It was more than enough for a man to fall in love. They should invite all the Mamiyas to like a fight together. You know how like
Oh
there's
yeah,
the
yeah,
Josh
yeah. Like,
fight? They
yeah,
should
yeah,
do that
yeah.
with
They should, they
Mamiya.
should, they should.
So you're just gonna keep quiet like that, huh?
I'm guessing the Mamiya you knew is different from ours. Hey, you listening to us? Oh, sorry. I was spacing out.
The bags under his eyes made it clear that he had led an exhausting life.
Bach keeps playing in my head no matter how hard I try to shake it off.
Shake
What?
it off. Shake it off, off.
What? Bach? Oh, nothing. Forget I said that. Mommy and I, we're just friends.
Yowie? He'd been on my side for as long as I could remember. He looked out of the world with large, curious eyes and wore a school uniform that was different from mine. I wasn't even sure if he went to school, though. I figured he had his reasons, so I chose not to pry. I've lost count of how many times his distant attitude and boundless self-confidence helped fill me with courage. I really can't say that we met often. I ran into him now and then and we discussed current affairs, but for some reason, he still felt like a close friend I'd known all my life.
None of our Mamiyas match up, huh?
There's something I want to ask you. Do you know anyone else who knew Mamiya?
The question asked in a very serious tone made everyone else freeze up.
I went and asked around about a woman named Mamiya, but there wasn't a single person who told me they knew her.
Same for me. But how's that even possible? I mean, he was a teacher at my school and many students took his classes. Why didn't everyone forget him?
What is Mamiya anyway?
All four of them had something to tell the others. However, if they had actually said it, it would only have been akin to denying the precious memories and their own Mamiyas. No one said anything after that. Phew. Blackout. The story briefly stopped. I closed the book with a sigh. I'm finding more questions than answers.
That's why you came to me, eh?
Yes, I figured I should get the opinion of a senior in the field.
A senior? Me?
Yes, did I upset you?
Well, now that you mention it, you're kind of a junior to everyone in this world. I don't mind helping you. I mean, there are worse ways to kill time. Careful you don't get found out, though.
I'm aware of the risks. Anyway, I've learned some new things, but all they do is make me even more confused. Like my friends, each of those people at the cafe were close to their own Mamiyas. And they were all torn up over Mamiya's death. They all had their lives tampered with by Mamiya and were freed by Mamiya's death. That's what I thought at first.
But it doesn't really seem that way, does it?
No. I then considered another possibility, that even in death, Mamiya might still be tormenting those four. Mamiya might have died and become a ghost that still messes with their lives. I use ghost as a metaphor, but knowing that Mamiya has no form, it doesn't sound particularly far-fetched. If they weren't freed from Mamiya, but were unable to let go and became trapped, they might be caught up in Mamiya's tragedy, just like my friends were. If I can save as many people from Mamiya's influence as I can, I'll do it. But I first need to know what Mamiya really is. I bit my lip, bearing the chagrin.
Close. Chagrin, yeah. Pretty much.
I thought I'd come upon a new lead, but instead found even more of Mamiya's victims. If left alone, he would bring misfortune upon people other than my friends. Suddenly, I heard the sound of fingers snapping from behind the door.
Relax, newbie.
Huh?
Weren't you told that the spectator's job is to observe? It's kind of like star reading. If you take your time and observe, you'll be able to predict if the next trajectory is worthy of being the historical truth mankind follows. Start by unraveling the causes one by one. That's the first step of a spectator.
Unravel each and every cause.
Well, it ain't uncommon for new characters to show up. What's important is to find the common link that connects them to the stories you've already observed.
So it's like in a book that leaves so much up to the interpretation that completely different characters and scenes could be involved in similar situations and thus get mixed up.
Exactly.
The people at the cafe and my friends. The one thing they had called me was MAMIYA. So their involvement with MAMIYA was enough to insert them into the historical truth as a what if? That confirms my suspicions. Those four are also in MAMIYA's clutches. I didn't know who they were. Unlike Hikuchi Ryo and the others, they were my friends in real life. What I did know is that they too had fallen prey to MAMIYA. I can't just watch and let even more people suffer these tragedies. I clenched my fists, my body trembled with anger. I appreciate your help.
So, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Their story might contain the hints I need to find out what MAMIYA truly is. I'll spectate some more.
That's so. Best of luck then.
Thanks.
That's so cute.
He is cute. Alright.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally scrolled.
I walked over to the book and took a few moments to gather myself. I would shy away from no amount of detours if it meant I could save my friends. I'll find out what MAMIYA is if it's the last thing I do. I focused my consciousness. It was something I had to do in order to sink deeper into the story. Leading forward, I read the first line like I always had. Tokyo during the year in which the world was prophesied to end. I took a deep breath and gathered my resolve.
Well, let me teach you how to interfere.
As my senses began to fade, I recalled what the man behind that cold door had told me. I wasn't deep enough yet. I had to go further down.
Now's your chance. Bite into your tongue.
I
I've already
poured all
done
the strength
that.
I could into my jaw.
Ow.
Hey.
Do not recommend. If you pass out while spectating, your consciousness loses its place and continues to descend until your soul enters some random schmuck in the masses and you get yourself a body to inhabit in that world.
I didn't know if there was any truth to his words. Perhaps he simply wanted to deceive me and make me suffer a fate worse than death. Even so, if there is even a sliver of chance that I could save my friends, I would do it. Just do it, no matter the pain. Do it. Natsume died.
Here we go, chapter 2. Finally, we get to chapter 2.
Yippee! Yippee!
Huh.
Okay, I'm curious, where are we?
Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Yippee!
Yippee!
This is basically it. I'm just curious. Oh, okay, so we're in chapter 2 of episode 2. Okay. That makes sense.
Yippee!
You have many chapters to go through.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm back at my funeral again. What happened to the people from the cafe? It's one question after another race through my mind. Oh, sorry.
It's my fault, really.
Wait,
I'm leaning on my arm and it was a bad idea.
how are you thinking? I grabbed a hand peeking out of his blazer.
Do keep in mind that it is forbidden to interfere with the story.
Sorry, it's nothing.
I see. I'll be going then.
Alright. After that, my funeral progressed just as it had the last few times I'd seen it. No matter how many times I went through this, imagining their pain as they approached the casket always hurt me.
Natsume.
Natsume!
How do they see me?
Under usual circumstances, spectators don't retain any of their past memories. Due to this, it's especially complicated for someone like you, who retains memories of a past life while being assigned to a story related to them. When you begin spectating, you descend into the present of the story and take over the position of a nameless character. That's how it works.
Huh? Take over? But then, what happens to the life of that person?
Whatever do you mean? A single member of the nameless masses hardly has a life worthy of a story. I wouldn't concern myself with it. Focus instead on spectating.
As a result of all that, I will be perceived differently than the Natsume Soichiro being mourned right now. That was how it was supposed to be. I felt strange that my mourning friends didn't call out to me as Natsume.
Honestly, I expected his first name to be Natsume rather than his given name or his surname.
Yeah.
Soichiro, I don't know if it fits him or not.
Is he a Soichiro?
It's so I
He's
don't
a Natsume,
know.
not a Soichiro.
Right, yeah.
Wait, I really need to pee. I really need to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
You can keep reading though, but I'll be back.
Well, I'm gonna go grab my blanket and stuff. I'll be back too. Back hold in my room.
Go piss.
Yeah. There's no in chat while going to the bathroom. Actually, I think I am gonna BRB so that way I can go get more water too. I'll be back.
Whoa. Did I piss faster than Akari gets a blanket? That's crazy. I'm so fast. Holy shit. Wahoo! My channel now. My channel now. My channel now. New record. New record. How are you, Money? How you doing? What's your favorite emote out of all the new emotes? I don't even know what else she wants. I think she wanted like one more happy one. Which means I have to fill the space. Rage? True. Wait. If you had to suggest, what would you suggest? Like, what do you think is good? What is missing?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm asking Money what they think would be a good emote. I mean, chat knows best.
That's true.
They're
What is a good emote for you
Yeah.
guys?
But Money likes the molding one the best.
Molding one is very useful. I used it for my thumbnail.
Yeah. I don't even know if you asked for it. I just like,
No, I think you just decided to make it. Like you literally were just
Yeah.
like telling me like you need a molding one. You mold. And I was just like, yeah,
I figured
I
you
deserve
needed
that.
Mm,
What is a good
I don't know.
emote?
yeah, because you told me another one. You're like, you want like a peace sign or like some happy one.
I think the thumbs up one is fine for that.
Yeah, you already have a thumbs up and like a heart.
Yeah. Maybe like since I'm
Actually,
like
maybe a
Where?
laughing one.
Oh, that would be funny. LOL.
I guess you do need a laughing one at some point.
That'd be useful, yeah. Laughing. I'm like
Laughing.
I'm usually in like a blanket while I'm playing. So
Oh, I see.
blanket would probably be
Okay.
nice too.
I see.
A sad one? Oh yeah, crying.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. A sad one. Oh, you guys are so smart. I'll write all this down.
Money's so smart.
Or else I won't remember any of this. I won't remember this conversation. Sad, comfy, laughing. I was also employed by Mina. I think you saw.
But yeah, actually,
She-
like,
Hmm?
I asked her a long time ago if she would make me an emo, just because I thought that the one that she made where she was like yelling
Oh yeah,
was really
she made
funny.
a good emo.
Yeah. So I was like, can you make me one? And then like, she just hasn't gotten around to finishing it. But like, she showed me
I
like
figured she's busy.
a bit of it. Yeah, she's really busy right now. But like, she wanted to make me a one.
A
Where it's just
boy.
like, where it's like, that like, where it's like the person's like inhaling and then they put down their like,
Oh, like,
hands like
boy.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think I
Mm.
gave her like free reign and she made that.
Oh, I
It's
see.
just
I
like,
see.
I don't know, I don't really care what you make, but can you make me one? And then
I see. Yeah, she seems busy, so it's like
yeah.
you've had one emote for how many months?
Well, technically 2. She does have the croissant.
Oh yeah, you're right. She has 2. Yeah, she has a croissant. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the context of it is, but I do like the croissant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. I don't know how it came into being, but I just like that it exists.
Same. I'll fill her emote slots.
Please do.
To help her hit minimum.
Yeah.
We gotta hit minimum, guys. I think I have enough for now.
Yeah. How many do you
Yeah.
have?
Enough for now.
Oh,
I'm gonna slowly make more, but I filled my minimums.
I think like I have right now I only have 5, but I have a total of like 10 options for like things to put in. So
Yeah. You'll get another one, and then I'll probably tackle Mina's at some point.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Everybody
I
say
know
thank you,
Car.
Noel.
Yeah. I know Car, the person who made this bonking one, she was like, I'm gonna make one of you twerking. So, like, I can't even stop her, so I guess that's, like, going to happen.
Somehow that suits.
Yeah, so, you know, if she just draws out one day, I guess I'll just make it an emote again.
And like the animated ones are separate anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Like those
She's
slots.
really good at animating.
Yeah, this one moves really nicely.
Yeah, she's really good at it. Bonk, 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 bonk,
Bonk, bonk,
bonk.
bonk, bonk.
I should read.
Yeah. That's okay. Keep going.
As the funeral came to an end, people began to file out of the church. If I didn't do anything here, the story wouldn't change one bit. In each of their perspectives, Mamiya would trifle with their lives, resulting in their eventual deaths.
Interfere with the story.
I'll make all of them happy. Excuse me, are you Tojo Minato?
Huh? Oh. Yes?
I have something to tell you. It's about Natsume. Yeah, boy.
It is my boy. And it is your boy.
It's my boy. I don't even know what voice you'd give him anymore.
I don't
I
remember
don't
either.
know. I don't even remember either. I'll give him a nice high voice. Isn't he like 10? No, he's like 14 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think like 15? I think they're all in high school, right?
He's a child.
True.
What's this about Natsume? I came because you said it concerned me.
Huh? Eh? You too? I thought it was just about me.
Thank you very much for coming.
What a pain. I'm out.
Huh? Wait.
I thought it was just about me and Natsume. Why are the others here? This is a new kind of prank? I gotta say, using a dead person for something like this is in really bad taste.
No,
You are so...
He is stupid.
I'm so endeared to him. He's so endearing, but in like a pathetic way.
He shows up to his funeral and he's like, guys, wait, just hold on. It's
Yeah.
me. It's me, guys. I have a message from Natsume.
What?
And it's related to us?
He's so smiley.
He's so cute. Yes. Look at this. I pulled out a single piece of paper from my chest pocket. Look, it's Natsume's handwriting. I got it from him while he's still alive.
This is so funny, actually.
Yeah.
While he was alive?
Yes. Actually, I'd written up during this very funeral. I may have not looked like Natsume Soichiro, but I still had his handwriting. The four gathered around the piece of paper on the bench, looking like scientists faced with a tough equation.
Why would he... It's like he knew he was going to die. Is this his will?
An informal one, at least. An informal will?
Let me deepen my voice a little bit more. Some
It's
people...
that intense growl.
Yeah. Some people write them down in case they die.
Right. Normally, this kind of note would include the person's hopes and requests, like whether they keep them on life support, what to do with their wealth, things like that.
But written here...
Kikuchi Ryo, Tojo Minato, Morichika Haruki, Suo Keito, The names of the 4 you are gathered here.
What did Natsume want of us?
This is what's written on the paper. During the month before my burial, please gather every Friday and decide what to bury alongside my casket. That is what he wants.
Of the 4 of us, you mean?
Yes. Even though most of us don't know each other? Yes.
What the hell is he thinking? He wants us to choose what to bury with him? Is that really Natsume's wish?
It is, yes. He entrusted this to me. Unlike a standard will, this doesn't hold any legal power. So ultimately, the choice is yours. But Natsume wants you to properly process his death. That's what I think, anyway. The contents of the note made me seem so stubborn and narcissistic that I even wondered why I'd written it. Strangely enough, though, it really did seem like Natsume had jotted down all this down while he was alive and then entrusted it to me. Since I had no memories of how Natsume died, I couldn't help but feel that way.
Help me out.
But
This funeral's enough of a goodbye. I don't have what it takes to drag Natsume's death around for a whole month. Yo.
I understand. I want to do this. Huh? We would meet up, talk about Natsume, and decide what to bury with him. This is kind of embarrassing, but it still hasn't really sunk in for me that he's gone. Even after all this, I would probably just go, he's gone, and then completely forget about him within a few days. Huh? And then I'd be back to just having fun chats with my classmates.
That's totally normal, though. It's the big deal. That's how you're supposed to treat the dead. You don't have to say it like that, though.
Yes, it is normal. But that's why I don't want to end it like this. Like it's nothing. I want to properly say goodbye to him.
I want to as well. Minato. He's right. I still haven't properly processed Natsume's death. When he died, I wished I had been kinder to him. I regretted not talking to him more. And that's the kind of regret that stays with you your whole life. So, at the very least, I want to sort out all my feelings and do it the right way. God, I can't stand gloomy shit like this. Death should be the end for people, damn it. He didn't even keep in touch. So why would he choose me? Fine, whatever. This is only for a month.
Does that mean you'll...
Yeah, but we're strangers once it's over.
Kikuchi Ryo, was it?
Yeah?
I won't force you to do this. But I would like to know what Natsume spoke to you about. Is that bad?
I won't be of much help, though.
That's not a problem. Oh, he's so cute.
I like that they're just like drawn to each other.
Wishy, wishy, wishy. Okay, then I'd like all you to meet up in this church again next Friday.
Hold on. What's your name?
Huh? My name?
Oh yeah, it's kind of creepy how you know all our names, but we don't know yours. You didn't tell us how you knew Natsume either.
What name was I supposed to use here? Seeing me act so perplexed, they all gave me justifiably suspicious looks.
Yeah.
Come on. Hurry and think of a name. My name is Natsume. Oh. I wouldn't said it.
Aw. Are you related to Natsume? I don't think so. I didn't see this guy among the relatives during the funeral. Are you?
Their distrustful looks only made me look even more comfortable.
You are so lame.
I couldn't think of anything else. Should I just blurt out a random name? Well, obviously, anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together would have done that.
So you have less than 2 brain cells.
He's got 1. But after seeing them die one by one, getting to finally meet them face to face made me act greedy. If at all possible, I wanted them to call me Natsume again. And this was what it led to.
You think you're too good to give us your real name? Talk about being arrogant. Are you messing with us? I can't say I What is Wait, this music is really distracting. I can't say I appreciate being the butt of a joke. Is that your actual name?
I didn't expect to be in such a deep mess. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
You are so...
Natsume isn't that rare of a name after all.
What so?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I hesitated to reveal my name because I knew it would only end up confusing you. But I can also understand why it would make you mistrust me.
It's your first name though, bro.
The bottom line is that I'm not his relative, but my name is also Natsume.
You could have just said that from the start.
Thank you, Suoke. He's my dumbass.
He's so stupid. And like, Sumo gave him such an out, but bro.
He did.
So, how do you know Natsume?
Oh, we happened to run into each other in town.
Really? He gave you a note that important?
Haruki Moichika's gaze pierced through me. I had to make this seem feasible, otherwise they never agreed to meet up again. To be able to reasonably keep in touch with them, I had to make sure they still trusted me. I needed to think of a good explanation.
Personality or looks? Well, he doesn't remember. Does he remember what he looks like? Did he mention that he just knows that he looks different now, right?
Yeah. He got cuntier when he died.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you, like, spirited yourself into quite the body, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Please remember Natsume's looks.
His looks?
Wavy, curly, blonde-haired, the face of a doll and eyes akin to vivid rubies. Please bear in mind that this wasn't my own evaluation of my looks, but the aggregate opinion of those around me when I was still alive.
What the fuck, bro?
Trying to hide the bashfulness that came from how I described my own looks, I went on.
He's blushing.
Natsume and I got along right away because we're so much alike.
Ryo is just like so done with him already. Huh? You look nothing like him.
Eh?
So much alike is a bit of a stretch. What do you think, Ryo? He doesn't look like him at all.
What? That was actually Natsume, so why?
spectators appear as different people. Dumbass.
I completely forgot that despite me still being able to see myself as Natsume, everyone else saw me as a total stranger.
Well, Natsume might say that though. He was the type to zero in on the strangest things. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm glad you agree. What did they actually think of me?
They think you're a weirdo.
Whew. Left alone in church, I sighed. I relate to Natsume. The lively atmosphere from before had been replaced by an almost oppressive silence. The friends I thought I'd never meet again, and Natsume. The five had now agreed to meet each other over the next month. I could have never reached this point by remaining a mere observer. I needed to carefully make sure all goes well. I could have never achieved this by just spectating. The result of my ego, a clear consequence of my interference. I changed the story.
This is a nice track. I say it every different track, but
My words reached no one.
for some reason this reminds me of like something in Ghost Trick, but I can't like place the exact track.
True. I love Ghost Trick.
Yeah.
However, saying them out loud filled me with a clear, conscious realization of what I'd just done. I felt the fact that I interfered with the laws of this world, as well as guilt for having broken the rules.
Yeah, Ghost Trick is really good. I want to play more. I don't know when I'm going to do that though.
Oh yeah, was that your first time playing it?
Yeah, I'm still in the middle of it.
You gotta finish this
I'm like,
bit.
I think I'm halfway now.
I love the dog. Look.
Which dog?
Oh
Yeah. I do love Missile. I like made
Yeah.
a thumbnail specifically for him. He's so cute. I want
Yeah.
to see him again. Do we get to see him again?
Oh, I don't remember.
Hope so.
We should play it next week.
You're right. I should. I'll have to find
Yeah.
time.
Oh, you do see Miss Logan? Okay. I don't remember.
Oh, good.
I haven't played in like a really long time.
Hurry up and find him again. You're right. I gotta play more. Yeah, I was like torn between what I wanted to play this week, so I was like, I want to play more MAMIYA because I haven't played more MAMIYA in a while. And
You play Ghost Trick next.
yeah, next is Ghost Trick. I thought about doing Ghost Trick, but then I was like, let me rest my tongue a little bit. So.
It was like a shackle weighing me down. Even so, I will save them.
I wonder if that'll go so well.
The voice coming from behind jolted me to alertness.
Maybe I should start preparing your friend's funeral for when you fall.
It was a
This
voice I
little
could never
funny
forget.
looking dude.
A voice that cursed even in my dreams.
Dude with the scarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say, Natsume? What's
MAMIYA,
MAMIYA too?
how dare you show yourself, you vile being.
Damn. Dang, this MAMIYA is like cute.
Yeah.
Should I like go for my elbow voice again? I even do make it again. I'm glad your penchant for the dramatic is alive and well, spectator.
How do you know that title?
How indeed. Care to wager a guess?
The wave of his hands made it obvious that he had no intention of giving me a proper answer. I had a million questions to ask him. Why was he killing them? What was his so-called Giliocosm that supposedly awaited them beyond death?
No, I don't know if anybody can pronounce that word properly in the first time that they look at it.
And most importantly, what even was MAMIYA?
Oops. Wait outside of the box.
Swallowing my numerous questions, I simply glared at him. Gee, I don't care what goes on in your head. But that changes the moment you start putting their very lives on the scale. I won't allow you to drive those innocent people to their deaths. In response, he grinned, his face full of joy.
Driving them to your deaths, to their deaths, you say? I thought born from a mind controlled by science.
What?
Let me ask you this then. Why do you people fear death?
He merely squinted, but that alone changed the very air in the church. It felt as though he was trying to assert dominance over the entire place, and he wanted me to know too.
No one really knows death. Tell me, did any human in this world ever experience true death? Humans don't really even understand whether it's good or not. They're simply controlled by this preconception that it's something to be shirked.
No. People fear death precisely because they don't understand it. In the world we live in, a single death means the end of it all. Once dead, you can no longer meet any of your friends or family. You can't change that fact.
So you're saying it's all good as long as people get to live for a minute or a second longer?
That's not what I...
No, that's exactly what you meant. Death scares you only because you're dependent on your body and honor. What a simple, materialistic line of thinking. Devoid of wisdom and reason.
I'm only talking about good lives. It wasn't just their deaths I found issue with, but their way of life too. Admit it, it's because of you Mamiyas that they all ended up miserable.
Are you really sure about that? From a different angle, you could say Mamiya saved them. Can't you perceive it that way?
What?
Humans don't know death. It's only their fear of the unknown that drove them to view it as something evil. And so, by granting them an unknown death, Mamiya saves them. Because, you see, salvation at the hands of death was their truest, most earnest desire.
Masaka!
How'd you even feel about their predicaments anyway? Did you think that they would eventually find happiness if they had to continue to live? Bound in their personal cages of isolation?
Yes. As long as you're still alive, you're able to start over. The possibilities are endless.
My, what an awfully cruel thing to say.
The temperature around us decreased.
You witnessed so much pain, yet you would continue to tell them to endure the torture that is their lives. You continue to tell them to dream of a better future. Am I getting this right?
No. Try as you might, your snake tongue will not lead me astray. The greatest error in the good lives they had is the appearance of the illusion calling itself Mamiya.
Oh?
Everything you've said is subjective. A self-centered evaluation rooted in arrogant sophistry, nothing more.
Good job.
They were similar. Mamiya worming its way into their lives made them lose sight of objectivity, and that's why they ended up consumed by subjective illusion. I would never say words like this.
You did good, though. And forget, they are very much at fault, too. They sought us out. We merely answered their call.
You're wrong. That was because because you made sure to close off their means of escape. This time, I'm putting an end to your schemes.
Will you now?
I'll lead them down the path to salvation. Even if Mamiya appears.
Natsume Soichiro? A stellar body coupled with a wonderful soul.
He held his hand out, looked at me like a thing of beauty, then swung it down.
I'm almost jealous.
His eyes burned with sarcasm, but when I returned his gaze with a scowl, he quickly changed his expression.
But you still don't understand a thing.
His implicative words made me scowl even harder. What do you mean? The man simply laughed at me before turning around and walking toward the door.
Don't let that question torture you, nameless spectator.
Wait, I won't let you do as you... Ugh. I was back? I just lost a chance to unravel the mystery behind MAMIYA. If that alone wasn't enough, I felt something intensely unpleasant as well. Almost like there was something in my mouth. Well, glancing down, I realized I had bled so much in my mouth that the blood began to form a puddle on the floor.
Oh my god.
I shoved my hand into my mouth and started frantically moving around what I found inside.
Gross.
I grabbed hold of my tongue and stabilized my breathing. Before I knew it, my tongue had completely healed. That feeling, combined with the sight of blood, made me remember. Right, I bit into my...
Are you alright?
Miss Librarian, this is...
You appear to have returned while in the middle spectating. It's hardly an uncommon occurrence, so don't let it bother you.
Huh? Could I really just ignore all this blood? Huh? The fresh blood I had bled onto the floor moments earlier was nowhere to be seen.
More importantly, how did your work go? Did you see any major flows in the story? Did you see the stars shift?
It's, going well. I averted my gaze and did so almost unconsciously.
Most excellent. A fatigued worker is a poor worker. I would advise you go rest now.
Thank you. I will. I couldn't bring myself to look her directly in the eye.
You're such a good boy, Natsume.
She taught me all the basics when I was lost and confused, yet I repaid her kindness with betrayal. Even so, I want to find the path that leads to their salvation. Alone and surrounded by only books, I joined my hands together and hung my head in silence. Wow!
Where are we now?
I think that's chapter 2. Yeah, you did it.
Chapter 3 and Tips 1 have been unlocked. Please proceed from the chapter select screen. Alright.
Oh my god, you should do the gotcha.
Gotcha?
Yeah.
I can do gotcha now?
Where is it? Is it in the settings?
Is it really?
Actually, do you have to finish a story to do it? I don't know. Well, maybe you do. There's like
That would make
gotcha
sense.
stories.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's probably after you finish.
Alright. Tips 1.
Oh,
For
that's if
me-
you want to see the other people.
Oh, okay. As opposed to, wait, who?
It doesn't really matter which order you do it, whichever you feels like reading more right now.
Oh, so like the extra, like, 4 people?
Yeah, but you can choose if you want to read like Natsume or if you want to read the 4 people.
Honestly, I'm very attached to the original group, so we'll talk about
just
Natsume
read
first.
Natsume. You have to read all of it eventually anyways, doesn't really matter.
True. December.
First Friday.
It's not December anymore.
And then I had this idea. What if we put a letter in Natsume's grave and then dig it up and open it like a time capsule 10 years later?
You would be digging up his grave, you dumbass!
The future us will read about how we felt about him. Doesn't that sound great? Well, it's an interesting, fantastical, and wonderful idea.
Yeah, the effects are like killing me.
But it might get you arrested for grave digging and vandalizing the dead.
Oh, he says. Oh, he says.
I love these two.
Keisho is so he's so delusional.
I love crazy and stupid. They're still not here, huh? Yeah.
Huge
Huge
himbo.
himbo energy. He needs
Yeah.
more muscles.
Yeah, he does need more muscle.
10 minutes earlier. Oh my god, if he had muscle. Actually, never mind.
You'd be
Alright.
really into him, wouldn't you?
Anyways. Mentally though, yeah, I guess. We can imagine.
Also, he is a giant.
He is big. He's already vertically big, so he just needs to become horizontally large.
Yeah, he's only a teenager right now, so maybe when he grows up, he'll definitely be himbo.
Oh my god.
Your type?
I'm so married in every way possible. I fix my time when on my way to the church. I need church.
You need
My strong,
church.
determined manner of walking and furrowed eyebrows were only a means of dispersing my worries. Bum, bum, bum. Just thinking about what we'd have to talk about made me weak in the knees.
Is this something that's called like raindrops or something like that?
I don't remember. Oh yeah,
Something
you can set
drops.
it as your music in the future.
Oh yeah, I need to go get it.
Yeah, I'm sure
I found like the list of MAMIYA's soundtrack on YouTube.
Yeah. Now you can be MAMIYA forever.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting until I like finish the game because then I can just listen to the whole soundtrack at once.
Yeah. If I fail this, they'll be faced with a violent death. Again. There's absolutely no room for mistakes. Ugh, the tension alone is making my stomach hurt. My IBS. And that was still nothing compared to everything else I had on my plate. Why on earth did I claim to be Natsume?
Because you're stupid. It's okay.
I got greedy. There was no other way to put it. I should have just thought of a fake name.
You haven't even given them your like given name.
It's fine. Why did I even take a risk by using my real one? My face flushed red with shame and embarrassment.
Hazukashi.
Why did I do it? I hadn't done anything this greedy back when I was still alive. My cheeks are all warm, but my stomach's cold and lonely. Some combination, huh? I ended up having to lean on the walls to make it all the way to the church.
Say something super bad here, but
It was exactly 17 o'clock on a Friday, 5 p.m.
oh, it's I7 time.
Oh my god. Idle 7. I watched the second hand reach the top, then opened the heavy door. It literally sounds like jail.
Yeah.
Natsume, hello. A youthful voice resounded throughout the church. It came from the tall young man known as Suokeito. He stood up and greeted me with nothing but politeness. Where were the others? I looked around but saw only him. Where's everyone else? I don't know. I've just arrived myself. Maybe they're running late? Let's wait a bit. I sat down next to him and watched the time as we waited for the other three to arrive. Half an hour had already passed, yet no one turned up. My conversation with Suokeito was going in circles too. His impatience had grown so much that he even started counting the empty seats in the church. Damn, that's crazy. Maybe they forgot to come. My complaints got a miserable oh no out of Suo. What if they're intentionally staying away? We don't even know how to get in touch with them. Should we hold another funeral for Natsume?
That's what we go with.
Don't say like things like that.
Oh, hi Tabs. Thanks for the raid.
Hi, Tabs. Thanks for the raid.
Oh my god.
Welcome, viewers. Oh my god, Akari
my.
heart. Akari heart. a curry heart.
Oh yeah, Tabs is doing a bunch of missed playthroughs right now.
I don't know what Mist is.
It's like it's a point and click adventure game? Question mark.
I love adventure games.
Their interest in like Mist like made me be like, you should play 999 and Zero Escape games.
You should totally play Zero Escape. Like, oh my god, it is so good.
Actually, did you open my present?
Hmm?
I sent her. This is the OG first-person puzzle game from 1993. Yeah, fair. Did you? Okay, I
Whoa,
couldn't
that's
remember.
so old.
Adventure and puzzle would be a better description, I think. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. After Mist, you should play 999. It's pretty
Yeah,
short.
you should play Zero Escape.
Like since
It's
you're already.
if you don't even want to continue, that's okay. 999 is a great standalone.
Yeah, 999 works on its own. VLR is like good, but like it kind of like relies on 999.
Yeah, you can't play it on its own.
Well, you can, but it like there's some things that might not make as much sense.
It would suck to have the entire plot of 999 spoiled to you.
True. Yay.
You got enough games for the
I better
year.
see it on your schedule in February.
Yeah. When did the Titanic sink?
When did the Titanic sink? I don't remember.
You can play it that month.
When did it sink? When? Titanic.
Boom, boom, boom. No, the month, not the year. I want the month.
Oh, it sank in April. No,
There
play
you
it in
go.
February.
You should play in April.
You could, but play it in February.
Oh, yeah. You'll finish it by April.
Yeah.
And then it'll sync in game. Just in time.
Anyway.
Yahoo!
We're playing a visual novel where all these boys are crazy.
Yay!
And also, these two in particular are very dumb.
These are my favorite ones.
You have a type, Noel.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Stupid. Huge.
You know, being backseated for your own schedule. We're only giving suggestions for next month. You don't even have
I'll
plans
show
for next
you
month, do you?
backseating.
Like, I can like
know what
actively
Tab's schedule is.
like change your schedule too.
Oh shit. You could change Tab's schedule and we'll Tabs know.
Probably. Half the time I remind her of her own schedule, so.
Oh. Just do it without Tabs noticing. Bum, bum. Oh, I had to read.
It's okay, take your time.
The situation both saddened and hurt me. I'm gonna talk to myself, guys. I'd asked them all to come more Natsume. Yet the only one to show up was Suo Kato.
Arguably the like, least connected to him.
Mm-mm. And again, I should have expected this. They'd already been to the funeral, and it wasn't like they knew me all that well.
Wait, how is Keito like related to Natsume? I don't remember how they're connected.
I think you'll learn the specifics for, like, now.
Oh, now only? Okay. Because I know they
Yeah.
went into like specifics for the other three. But,
No, because, yeah, the other three were,
whoops.
like, random timelines. But I think you'll learn more now.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Then again, I should expect this. I would have been to the funeral. It wasn't like they knew me all that well. It really drove home the point just how weak and friendless I was. Damn. Wallowing in self-pity, I sounded a
damn,
brief
bro.
chuckle, which was then when my eyes finally met Suo's. He looked somewhat perplexed.
Well, since he was here, the least I could do was honor his wishes to the best of my abilities. So what now? Do we call it a day or start the discussion with just the two of us? Suoketo looked into the distance and made a ponderous
Oh,
Since we took the time to come here, I would like to at least discuss what's the best for Natsume. It'd be nice to do with more people around though. I see. I nearly went ahead and thanked him but managed to hold back. Are you free after this, Suo? Or do you maybe need to be home by a certain time?
curfew, bro.
Well, he is like a child.
Yeah, but his parents seem to be very laissez-faire.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, no. I'm free for the day.
He made time.
Let's go then.
Oh my god, it's a date.
I stood up and looked down at Suo, which seemed to have puzzled him. I didn't have any means of contacting them, but I did know their stories. Let's go find them. We'll just run into them on the street. We know where they
We
live.
will wander aimlessly and hope for the best.
Well, we know where they go to school, where they work, where their house is. We'll start with the school. Kikuchi-ryo and Tojo Minato attend the same school. We might be able to find them there. Since you're familiar with all that, I'm assuming you also went to that school? I did, yeah.
Cute.
We looked up at the school building. I've been attending this place until just a few days ago, but now it actually seemed kind of nostalgic. Let's head inside.
I just realized that he does have the uniform underneath here. It's like hard to tell because the trench coat takes over so much of his like image.
Yeah. Natsume, that's the student entrance. Huh? Oh, right. I guess entrance leading to the all too familiar school building looks so distant that it made me feel like a hopeless romantic who had been cast aside by this object of his affection.
What business do you have here?
The aged employee behind the glass is another familiar face. Oh, this is
Oh my
what
God.
you're good at.
Old person.
I briefly hesitated to answer, but a quick glance at Suoketo gave me a flash of inspiration. We came to take a look at the school. Suo, I mean, my little brother is considering enrolling here. Good thing it was December. Plenty of people check out schools around this time of year in preparation of the coming entrance exams.
Your super tall younger brother.
I could tell that Suo was looking at me, but I kept a composed expression went along with my lie. I realized it might be rude of us to barge in like this uninvited, but since we happened to pass by...
Give me a moment. I'll ask the school's administration.
Thank you. The aged employee stood up and disappeared further, and Suoketo was about to say something, but before he could, the man returned with a familiar smile on his face.
You're allowed to look around. Please hang these cards around your necks.
How do you do it? Do you just go like... "Ugh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just make it breathy and
see.
like,
I see. I too can be old.
Yes, you can.
I made a smile that said thanks for everything. We might never meet again.
What
The man reacted to it with a puzzled expression. But I go to a school that covers both middle and high. So Keito pouted. Hey, it's fine. We got in, didn't we? Oh, and you? As my older brother? Seriously? Just play along. The tall young man flashed an uncharacteristically mischievous grin, making me feel a little embarrassed. We're here. Kikuchi-ryo and Tojo Minato go to this class. And so did I. I timidly opened the door and saw only a handful of students inside, their figures bathed in the evening sun. Sorry, may I ask something? Oh, boots and cats.
Huh? What is it?
They initially gave us suspicious looks, but eased on once they spotted the cards on our chests. I knew these people. They belonged to Tojo Minato's group of friends.
Oh, it's those
his
guys.
assholes.
It's those guys.
It's those guys. We're looking for Tojo Minato.
What's your business with them?
Like true modern children, they didn't open up to strangers very easily. My brother here's thinking about taking the entry exams for the school, and Tojo's the one who recommended it to him, so we figured we'd drop in to say hi.
Oh, Tojo left right when classes ended. Yeah, he's got a part-time job.
I see. What about Kikuchi Ryo? My question sent a wave of confusion across the room.
Kikuchi? Kikuchi? Oh, we don't know.
I see. Thank you. Right, I shouldn't have said that. I rushed out of the classroom, hoping that would magically erase my blunder. I had to hurry before Suo Kato realized something. How did it go? They already left. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, okay. I would have preferred to stay a bit longer, honestly. You don't usually get a chance to walk around someone else's school, you know? Let's drop by some other time then. I tapped him on the back and we both went back the way we came. I threw one final glance into the class, realizing the seat belonging to Natsume was now gone for good. They're probably at their part-time jobs. I knew from the stories that Kikuchi Ryo worked at a donut shop, but... Damn, I have no idea where Tojo Minato works. It might have been a good idea to ask his friends, but since we had already left the school, it would seem odd to suddenly show back up. I thought back to all the stories I read in hopes I'd remember some kind of a hint, but I was drawing a total blank. I do know where he lives, though. You do? How? Suo was visibly shocked when he heard me mumble to myself. Oh, you know, I just kinda know. I tried to laugh it off, but he kept on staring at me with a look of profound confusion. Natsume, could it be that you're actually...
I'm waiting for him to blow my mind with whatever he's gonna say.
I was really hoping he wouldn't suddenly label me as a criminal. That was honestly the last thing I wanted him to see me as. A private detective?
The sound effect!
Huh? You look so much like one. It's gotta be the trench coat, you know? Oh. Huh? Did I get it wrong?
What it must be like to be like in between these two, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. No brain cells between them.
This is my brain.
This is your brain? Oh boy.
Yeah. No, I'm just ashamed is all. Detectives should be able to blend it without getting found out this easily.
You keep on giving him so much to work with, Kato.
I made a troubled smile. Suo was positively beaming from ear to ear. Stretch?
No stretch is a good idea.
Can I stretch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Watch this. Up high. Down low. Oh,
The echo.
my knee.
Oh, my back.
Oh.
Ah.
Do the work. Oh,
You do the worm?
my back. Okay. I'm good. I'm just a little horizontal.
You're horizontal now.
Okay, I'm good.
Good to hear.
What stretch did you do?
I stretched up, I stretched over to the left and the right, and then I twisted my back.
Well, I just touched the floor, and then I flopped. But it's so obvious. I guess it is. I have to use that from now on. After some walking, we arrived at the donut shop where Kikuchirio worked. Unless he was picking up his little sister Midoriya or out shopping, he would be here. I opened the door, hoping to find him inside.
Welcome.
Irashai.
Yeah, irashai.
And there he was, in the flesh. He stood behind the register, eyes sharp as usual. Kikuchirio!
They're adding more sound effects now and it's killing me.
I'm so glad we found you.
Right.
As I rushed in front of him, Ryo simply kept nodding with his eyes wide open in shock.
Oh. I'm impressed you knew where I was.
Seeing my face seemed to jolt his memory. I was glad he remembered me.
I haven't forgotten about our agreement, but I found out just last night that I have to handle today's shift as well. I have no way of letting you know, so I'm really sorry.
He made a deep bow.
What a polite
my God.
child.
What a good boy.
Good boy.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was planning to drop by the church after my shift, even if I ended up running late.
I found myself moved by his sincerity. He did actually intend to keep his promise.
He is such a good boy. He was the one that wanted to be here the least, but he's like, yeah, sure. I'll like.
He doesn't break a promise.
He doesn't. He's a good boy.
Wow, these donuts look crazy good. Anyone in particular you'd recommend? Sue must have been hungry, and understandably so. It was getting kinda late. His eyes glittered with joy as he surveyed the lineup of colorful gem-like donuts on display.
What donuts? Absolutely. A strawberry ring donut comes highly recommended. Cute.
Kikuchirio raised his voice and puffed out his chest, both rare actions from him. However... I see. Oh, I'll have one of these whipped cream donuts.
Alright. I can't
His passion didn't seem to reach Sue.
Kaito has like... There is nothing in his head.
You want whipped cream donut?
Fair.
I like Boston cream.
The Boston cream is okay. I'm not really too fond of like cream and jelly filled donuts. But I like
I like it when it just like explodes cream in your mouth. Oh, cream.
Like maybe I think also like the creams that I've had aren't as like good. They're not like
I mean, yeah, I haven't had a good one either. I wish I could have a good Boston cream. I just want to be like, oh, and then it's like, whoosh,
yeah,
cream
good
all
cream
in your mouth.
Yeah, like a cream puff. That would be good. Yeah, I like mochi donuts. I've been wanting a mochi donut for a while.
I have mochiko, but I don't know what to do with it.
Like how much
I can
do you
make
have?
mochi.
How much do you have?
Like a box.
That's a lot. Yeah, make something out of that. Mochi donuts are a good idea. I know that you've made them before.
I don't like frying. I know I made it before.
Yeah. Frying is kind of
I can.
You could just make like mochi.
Yeah, maybe. I really want to have, you know how you can have mochi in soup?
Oh, true.
I want to have that, but I don't know if that's the same mochi. Some people have put mochi rice cake, but I don't think that's the stretchy one. The stretchy one is the one you make, right?
Yeah, for especially now, like New Year's. What is it called? Zoshi?
Ozoni.
Ozoni, okay. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I want to have it.
I want some.
Maybe if I give my brother the rest of the recipe, I'll be like, okay, you make the soup, I make the mochi.
Whenever my tongue starts hurting, I'm gonna buy myself a mochi donut.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Tojo Minato also failed to show up at the meeting, so we're actually looking for her too.
Tojo? If he's not at school, he should be at his part-time job.
And do you know where that is?
No, I don't.
Really? But I thought you two got along.
Well...
Hikochiro placed a hand on his forehead, seemingly thinking about something.
That sounds cute. I want to see that. I used to know where he worked, but then he suddenly switched jobs. I mean, you could try to look up his previous workplace, but I doubt you would find him there. I wouldn't count on it at any rate. He's kind of fickle like that.
I see. In that case, we're probably better off moving Morichika Haruki up the priority list and starting with him instead. I nodded in understanding. Thanks, Hikochiro. We'll come back once we're done.
He just calls him by his full name every single time. Sure.
Alright, next up is Morichika Haruki.
He's not a student, is he? Do you know where he works?
Probably nowhere.
He's a bum.
Nowhere? You mean he's an adult without a job? But we already have 2 working students.
True.
Why doesn't he work?
You don't work either.
Why? That's a good question, actually.
Why are you asking him? Theoretically, he
heart
shouldn't know
ached.
very much.
My heart ached for Suo's purity in regards to people like Morichika Haruki. Albeit in his own way, Morichika too was difficult to get a hold of. We first went to the pachinko parlor he frequented.
Natsume!
Okay. The noise here was far worse than I had expected.
Yeah, I love how he just refers to everybody by full name. This
That's
is
so
Japanese.
funny.
This is so Japanese.
Yeah. I eventually got used to and decided to start looking for Morichika Haruki, but
Minors aren't allowed in here.
Huh?
Suoketo was stopped by an employee.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a uniform.
But I'm an adult. Look, I'm even taller than you.
But you're wearing a school uniform. He looks so devastated by that.
Maybe you should have changed. Wait here, Suo. I'll be quick.
Technically, he's wearing a uniform too, I think, but
He's covering up. I heard inside the parlor, leaving a deeply shocked Suo at the entrance.
this blazer is definitely just too different from a Gakuran.
Yeah, it's it's a standing Gakuron.
Yeah, that's only a uniform.
Yeah. I looked through the entire place but found no trace of Morishika anywhere. I had no choice but to ask around. Grinning to myself at how detective-like this would be, I approached the closest person.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a person by the name of Morichika Haruki.
I spoke politely with his mom, but that only got me a glare. He didn't seem to be in a talkative mood. I went away and racked my head over the situation. Approaching several people here made me realize something. People at these gambling places were generally of a fluctuating mood. They could be more open to talking if the gambling was going well enough to lift their spirits. Excuse me, I'm looking for a person by the name of Morichika Haruki.
You're a cop? The son of a gun finally get busted doing something crazy?
No, I'm just a friend. Going by his reaction, you seem to know him. Hoping you learn more, I repeated my question.
I don't know. People here don't get too involved with each other. Although, I do recall him saying something about Shinjuku.
Shinjuku. The vagueness of his answer came up as a shock, so much so that I ended up just leaving.
Any luck finding him?
Outside, I found Suoketo waiting for me. He reminded me of a large dog who had to be left outside the supermarket. He's so cute.
Puppy.
No, he wasn't in there.
I see. Wait, do you happen to know Morichika's address? I mean, you said you knew Tojo, so...
I don't. And besides, he's the kind of person who's always on the move. Finding him won't be easy. Aww. Both our shoulders drooped in disappointment. They are such a cute duo.
They're so funny. Yeah, like they're both puppy types.
Yeah. I really wish I got a hold of their numbers or something.
You were so dumb, Natsume.
It might have not been necessary for the other two, but Mori Chikaharuki was undoubtedly the kind of person who could only ever be contacted through his cell phone.
Yeah, in this age, I'm actually kind of surprised that they like didn't. Does he have
Yeah.
a cell phone though on his person?
I think he does. How am I even supposed to find a number of a guy like that? Wait a second. Ah! I know it! I do actually know his number.
Huh?
Really? Yeah, that's cell phone.
Keitai.
As I kept frantically sifting through my pockets, realization suddenly hit me like a runaway train. I gave it to Mina.
You did what?
Damn, and I don't have it memorized either. No matter how hard I try to remember, I couldn't go beyond 080.
It's just the area code, bro.
This body didn't even belong to Natsume Soichiro, so the phone I'd given away was technically no longer mine. What now?
Do you
Just
memorize
when I
any
found a way
like?
to contact Mori Chikaharuki, I ran into yet another roadblock.
Do you ever like memorize phone numbers anymore?
I can't.
Oh,
I almost forget mine sometimes.
that's shit. I find that like whenever I try to memorize phone numbers, I will tend to remember the area code, which is the easiest part, and then the last 4 digits, and then I never remember the 3 in the middle.
I only remember my parents' old phone numbers, and I can't remember their new ones.
Oh yeah, me too. My dad changed his
Yeah.
number because his was like related to his work, and then he retired,
Yeah.
and so like.
I can't remember it anymore.
And to make
Like,
matters
if-
worse, he decided to get a phone number that's like outside of our area. So like, like
Oh,
different
you
areas.
okay?
Yeah. So like half the time I like don't even entirely remember the area code.
Yeah, the area code is like nothing like the rest of here.
Mm-hmm.
Save for my brother.
That's weird.
Mm,
Why did they decide to do that? Or is
I
that
don't
just what was
know.
given to them?
yeah.
That's weird. I remember when
Maybe
like our
it's-
area,
I
like,
don't know.
because we had like everybody had like the same area code, and then like I guess that they ran out of numbers, so they switched over to a new one. And when that happened, we were
Maybe.
all just like, "What is this?"
I assume because we have some like very cheap plan, maybe it was just like some random code they had.
Oh, maybe. That's true.
My own past actions made me feel positively mortified. So, why not just meet the person you gave it to?
Ugh.
He said in such a nonchalant manner, it nearly made me choke on my spit. Meet Mina? I said, right now? Did I hear you right? Yeah, it would solve all our problems. Let's just do it. Meeting Mina? Again? I need some time to prepare. Are you serious? We can't keep Rio waiting.
Oh, of course you think of him.
Oh, you're right. Let's go. After a bit of pep talk with Suoketo, we promptly headed off to Akihabara. Are you sure this person will be there? Absolutely. She's got a Friday shift, so unless something urgent came up, she should be there. I'd opened a good amount of doors today, but none of them made my heart keep on jackhammering my chest the way this one did.
おかえりなさい、ご主人様。
Holy shit. Is Mina around?
Yes. Oh, her previous master's just about to leave, so I'll go ahead and show you to her seats.
You do that for free?
Why not, I guess. I don't think that
okay
my...
to
I don't know if my viewers are really into that or not.
I don't know. So Kato was blinking in confusion, but I walked in like it was nothing. This place is amazing. There's so many servants. This is just a maid cafe. The waitresses are dressed as maids because it's their theme. Wow, these drinks sure are expensive. And why does a small rice omelet cost 15,000 yen?
1500.
1,500 yen.
It's expensive, but not that expensive.
I can't read numbers. Kato. I whispered a scream at him.
God.
He didn't understand that this was a special rice omelet imbued with maid magic. For a modest extra fee, you could even take photos that added value.
Wait, is that how?
Far
Is that how
exceeded anything you
Natsume
find at a
knows
usual cafe.
Mina? Or Minato in general? Is that how he knows it?
Yeah.
Sorry for the wait.
The frills at the edge of my vision made me look up.
Welcome back, Master, and thank you for choosing me. My name is Mina.
The lovely smile that bloomed on Mina's face would have put even the most exquisite flowers to shame. Wow, nice to meet you. I'm Suo.
Pleasure's all mine, Master Suo. And who's this gentleman with you?
You are so lame, bro. You okay there? You good?
I couldn't breathe. It hurt, but I hadn't talked. Not a single second of her time could be wasted.
So true. You're on the clock.
Natsume. I'm Natsume.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Master Natsume.
Her expression wavered. Was it because she remembered the Natsume that had passed away?
May I take your order?
We would like to have a word with you. We'd like 2 special rice omelets and 2 milky strawberry drinks, please.
Oh my god.
Natsume, what about the number?
Certainly. Please wait right here.
Mina's long black hair swayed behind her as she walked away. God, it's so cute.
Sparkly eyes.
I followed her with my gaze with an enamored expression until someone went and shook my shoulders. Natsume, remember why you're here. Oh. Right, Morichika Haruki's number. Oh, I know. I got this. Exactly. We can't keep Ryo waiting.
He keeps on reminding us of that. Ah, shoot.
Yes, of course. I kept on nodding while trying to pull myself together.
Sorry for the wait. Here's your rice omelet.
Yay!
Let me cast a spell on it. Here I go. Moe, moe, stop.
My cute.
Is that Moe Moe Kyun? I guess that makes sense.
So.
There you go. Please enjoy.
I will. Natsume! Oh. This was bad. Just seeing Mina was enough to make me forget why I'd come here in the first place. It definitely wasn't to improve my relationship with Mina. I had to prevent my friends from dying.
Bro! Bro!
I made a stern expression, looked at Mina again. Mina, we actually came here because we have something important to ask you.
Oh? And what would that be?
Mina's twin tails gently fluttered as she tilted her head to the side. It was entirely too much for my heart to handle. Hang in there, Natsume. Deep breaths. Okay, I'm fine. I put my jumbled thoughts in order, then got straight to the point. I believe you have Natsume's phone. Suddenly, the very air around her changed.
How do you know about that, Master?
He asked me to come get it.
see. So it was true.
So it was true, she whispered with her tiny delicate lips before raising her head.
I kind of suspected that was why you came, so I went and got it before bringing out your meals.
She reached into her apron's pocket and took out a black object. I heard Tsuoke told an excited wow next to me. May I borrow it?
Sure, here you go.
I took the phone from her and looked for Morichika Haruki's entry. I found it right away. It was a number he'd given me a few years ago. I pressed the call button. There's no guarantee he picked up, but I had to try. Doing this made me grimace. This is probably how Morishika Haruki himself must have felt back then.
Hello?
Morichika Haruki.
Huh? A dude? Who are you?
Natsume, the one who waited for you at the church.
Oh,
Where are you now?
why would I tell you?
Because you promised. I waited for you. I thought I'd never see you again.
What's with these, like, romantic lines? Like you got stood up on a date.
There was silence on the other end of the line.
I was just walking around. Should I go to church now or what?
Wait, no. Come to a certain donut shop. I'll send you the location.
What a pain.
He clicked his tongue and ended the call. I sent him an email but got no response. Would you really come? I managed to contact him. Thank you, Mina. I gave the cell tone back. Mina looked at me as if she wanted to say something but instead settled for a curt, I see. I held onto the phone like it meant a lot to her.
In any case, do enjoy your food.
She then disappeared further into the cafe. Natsume, this went great. We ate our rice omelets and exchanged a smile.
These dumbasses didn't take down what the phone number was so that they could
Don't
contact
worry
him
about
again.
It might have grown a little cold, but its magic filled our hearts with warmth all the same. Surely even Suokato will understand that. Now we just have to find Tojo Minato.
My god. He never knew.
Should we go where he lives? I'll bring some unpan and milk.
I think we should just visit Kikuchi-ryo at the donut shop first. Seeing how the shop was on the way, I promptly nodded to myself and finished up the rest of my rice omelet and washed it down with a syrupy sweet milky strawberry drink. We're back at Kikuchi.
Everyone's here.
Huh? He pointed his finger behind him at Morichika Haruki and Tojo Minato. Tojo Minato?
Gosh, I'm so sorry. The whole thing completely slipped my mind, but then I kind of just remembered it out of the blue.
I see.
I asked Ro and he said we're gathering here, so I hurried over.
I was pleasantly surprised by his unexpected appearance. Morichika, you decided to come too?
Let's just get this over with, okay?
I gave him a warm smile, but he hastily averted his gaze, seemingly annoyed by it. It got on quite late, but still, getting to see them all in one place warmed my heart to the core. Shall we begin then? I made a solemn nod as I looked over the 4 people gathered here. Let's think about what to put in Natsume's coffin. Long story short, today's discussion didn't go anywhere. There were suggestions, of course, like Natsume's favorite foods, trinkets, and hobby items, but there wasn't a single thing that all 4 of them could unanimously agree upon. The meeting thus came to a close on a rather sour note, after which we all went our separate ways.
Did you exchange phone numbers? Did you exchange phone
No.
numbers?
No.
You dumbasses.
Also, I don't know how much longer I can keep reading because it's getting late in my house.
Yeah. How much more is in the chapter, do you know?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I think we can go until the next day starts. I'm sure that'll start soon.
Okay. Save here just in case though. How did I do this one? What do you want?
Bleh.
Let me guess. It's about interfering. You want to know the downsides, don't you?
Oh, I've already interfered actually. Silence. Uh, um,
Are you a dumbass? Wow, I had no idea someone could be that rash. Or what? Did you only hear what you wanted to hear?
no, I thought about it long and hard. Is what I'd like to say, but my mind was made up before I had even considered it.
No thoughts in his head.
No amount of thinking would have ultimately changed my decision to interfere. I had to find a way to make them happy, even if only a little bit.
Good grief. Well, whatever. What's done is done. Just be careful about the librarians. You wouldn't believe how quickly they change their behaviors. Hi, Mari.
Right. Hello.
So, what do you think about interference?
I was happy to get to talk to them again.
Oh, pretty trek.
I took some time to process the day's events. Everything happened at such a hectic pace that I never actually had any time to sort through my feelings. It was only now that it occurred to me that the day I just experienced was filled with things that my old self, the Natsume that died, could never have experienced. My resolve has only grown deeper.
Any specific changes?
Yes, when I came back, there was a puddle of blood on the floor.
Anything else?
Well, it's also mildly disorienting to no longer have my original body.
How do you even... Alright. Not only did you keep your old memories, but you actually got assigned to your own world to boot. I don't envy you, pal.
I can only hope I'll get used to it eventually.
So... Why exactly are you so attached to them? I mean, I get that y'all were best buds in life, but they're nobodies to you now. So what gives? You still have your memories, but you now belong here to the heavens, and it's messed you up a bit. You normally wouldn't care this much about a bunch of lower realm folk you've only known for a couple years. What drives you?
Well, I was really happy to be born. I remember the time before Natsume Soichiro's death, back when I was still enjoying life. Even if the River of Oblivion made me forget the immediate events leading up to my death, the memories I shared with them were still with me. Before dying, I had a different disposition than I do now as a spectator. It's hard to explain, but the world back then seemed so wonderful and brimming with life. It felt like everything I'd ever touched was handcrafted by someone. The idea that nature had spent so much time creating all this filled me with an immense amount of gratitude. Every person I met was a miracle, and I did genuinely cherish it with all my heart and soul. Including, of course, Kikuchi Ryo, Tojo Minato, Morichika Haruki, and Zuo Keito. Those four were special. I was drawn to them almost instinctively. I had no specific reason, but even trying to come up with one would have been rude, I think. I guess you could call it fate. They've been on my mind all this time, even back when I was still alive. We may not have been overly involved with each other, but the fact remains that I did cherish them. So, I want them to be happy. That's the only thing I truly want. I have no other desire. A moment passed in silence before he finally whispered back at me.
I wonder if you'd have turned out like this if you remembered your final moments. The main factor behind becoming a spectator is to reach enlightenment, nirvana if you will. Make no mistake, you've been chosen as a spectator precisely because you reached nirvana.
Nirvana?
You retain your memories, you're appointed to the story you were in, and now you're interfering with that very same story. You're a real anomaly. Don't worry about the certainty of your own existence. Natsume Soichiro definitely existed.
Excuse me?
Hey, relax. I'm sure things will go well for you.
Where were you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I just need to take a walk for a change of pace.
A walk should be acceptable. I must, however, remind you to stay away from the darkness. The sense of sin might seep into you. Oh yes, I can smell it quite clearly. This isn't the scent of paper.
Really? Seeing how intimidated I was, the woman's lips curled into a smile.
Us librarians boast a keen sense of smell. We're always surrounded by books, you see, so any other smell we pick up tends to stand out. What we librarians do is merely fix books. You would do well not to forget that.
The meaning behind those words sent a chill down my spine. When she had left, I breathed a heavy sigh. My heart was still going like a locomotive. Good thing she didn't pry any further. It made me think back to that mysterious voice behind the door. What was he confined in there for? Actually, never mind. I have no time to start worrying about others right now. All I need to think about is setting their story on the right course. It was my personal quest, my holy mission in a way. Oh, you finished a chapter. Perfect.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy too.
Yeah.
We'll see here.
It's late.
It sure is late. I've been up for a while. Ugh.
Wait.
Bleh.
Oh.
Beast.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. And thanks, Noel, for helping.
No problem.
Okay, so then... Whatever. So this is like part of chapter 3, right? What we're doing next. And then we do the tips.
I think you have to read the tips though in order
Really
oh no, you're still in chapter 3, right?
Oh, I see. So
I
this
don't
is
know.
chapter... so yeah, it must still be chapter 3, and then...
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like up here, oh, it's tips 3.
Yeah.
I'll go
You'll
through
get there.
I'll go through the tips next, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Or well,
wherever
actually,
you
yeah.
you could load from where you just ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yahoo!
Yeah. Thanks for helping. It really did.
No,
It really
no
did give me
problem.
some help with my tongue, which hopefully will heal by the weekend. Ugh.
Just don't irritate it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm drinking water. I'm like trying to like wash it out and stuff. Brush my teeth a bunch.
Alright, well I'm gonna head off.
Yeah.
You can talk if you need to.
Yeah, probably just for a little while. Thank you.
Okay.
It was nice
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah.
Have a good
Okay,
night.
bye.
Bye. And there he goes. Yeah. Good night, Noel. I will come back to this eventually. Voicing is so hard. I never know what I'm doing. What else? Tomorrow is more Tales. I will hopefully get... Apparently, the DLC is not super long, so we'll see how that goes. But also I am like super tired this week, so maybe I'll split it into 2 sections. We'll see what happens. I bought the DLC before I started this stream, so it should be ready. Hopefully I don't have to like download anything, because it didn't seem like it needed to download anything, but yeah, the game tends to do weird shit to me sometimes. Yeah, that's it. I hope you had a good time. Hope I was able to bring some light to your night. All that shit. And yeah, I hope you have a good night or a good morning, whatever time it is where you are. What should we do? We can do this probably. Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's go raid Rye. I'll see you guys later. Oh wow, if I memorize it, it goes away. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.